Before the riders take off, they will get one lap to check out the racetrack. They're firing up the engines right now. Let's bring you tonight's starting lineup, Pro Singles Heat Race number 1.
Let's meet the riders for our J&P Cycles Pro Singles Heat Race number 1.
On the pole, ladies and gentlemen, your fast qualifier from Bucyrus, Ohio, 24F J.R. Addison. In the number 2 starting spot from San Martin, California, 74Z Rodney Spencer Jr. From Davidson, Michigan, last year's champion, number 1, Steven Vandeker. From Albion, New York, currently second in the point standings, 94B Brian Wells. In the 5th starting spot from Norco, California, 44E, that is Nick Armstrong. And rounding out your front row, from Willow Street, Pennsylvania, the only woman to win in Grand National competition, 25A Shayna Texter. In row number 2, 34F Andrew Butler, 95Z Austin Skaggs, 23Z James Monaco, 38M Hunter Taylor, 90M Wyatt Anderson. Beside Anderson is the 51M, that's Cole Fredrickson. In row number 3, 93L Aaron Colton, 28Z Zach Linhoff, 14Z Chris McDougall, 84E Colt Foster. Once again, they call this a sighting lap. This is the only class that gets to do this before the heat races because they've done some track maintenance, so stage them up and they will turn them loose for heat race number 1. I'd like to say welcome to all you race fans that are watching at home at AMA Pro Live. We hope you're enjoying the live streaming. We have several different cameras with audio here tonight. If you can't make it to the next round of the AMA Grand National Series next year, AMAProLive.com is your answer. On the pole, here comes 24F fast qualifier, back to back. He is a fast qualifier here tonight. He was their fast qualifier 2 weeks ago up in Santa Rosa. Here they come. They're staging him up to the front row, ladies and gentlemen. On the front, several Hondas. We have one Suzuki out there, actually 2 Suzukis, Wyatt Anderson and Colt Foster, both listed on Suzuki. 1 KTM, which is Aaron Colton. 1 Kawasaki, Chris McDougall, 14Z. Everybody else in this heat race are riding a Honda. Top 7 finishers, ladies and gentlemen, will all go directly to the main event. Everybody else comes back in a last chance qualifier, and it looks like right now that they are working on the 25A of Shayna Texter, as she is scheduled to start inside row number 1. She's turning her Honda back around. She's, of course, getting help from Crosley Radio Team and DFW Honda. She slides the shield down, and she did lose power on the 25A bike against Shayna Texter, the only woman to win a Grand National competition, and she has lost power on that Honda.
And Scotty, she has asked for 2 minutes. I don't think they're going to need it. I think the bike's just a little cold. They're going to build a fire in it here. It just died when she rolled off the throttle. So Shayna's rolling. She's coming your way.
Shayna Texter pulls up to the inside of the front row. She is no bigger than a minute, ladies and gentlemen. She weighs about 99 pounds, soaking wet. On the line, ladies and gentlemen, heat race number 1 at J&P Cycles Pro Singles, 1st through 7th, all go directly to the main event. There's a Christmas tree inside there. The first yellow light is on. We're waiting for the second one. It is on now, and now it is green. It is race time here in Pomona, the flat track finals. 44E gets the whole shot, ladies and gentlemen. He was fast 2 weeks ago. I'm talking about Nick Armstrong. Armstrong's going to lead him off of 2 down the back straightaway. The 3rd place rider's having problems. Here comes Shayna Texter now making a move up to the 6th spot. Down the back straightaway they go. Out front, I believe it's still Armstrong, the 44E California rider out front, looking them sorted out down here in 3 and 4. They're going to bring him back off of 4. Dyson, here they come, mixing it up already off of 4 down the long front straightaway. Here comes Addison. Addison taking a look up the inside. We got a new leader going into turn number 1, J.R. Addison, but he drifts high. Here comes Nick Armstrong back up the inside. They're side by side for 1st and 2nd, and now side by side for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Down the back straightaway, it is Addison now. J.R. Addison, your AMA Horizon Award winner last year. He has put it at the point here in the Pro Singles Heat Race number 1. Nick Armstrong slides into the 2 spot. Number 44E is on his number plate. Behind Armstrong is Ryan Wells, currently 2nd in the point standings. He moved into 3rd on the racetrack. 4th spot now is Vandeker. Last year's champion, rider number 1, moved up to the 4th spot. He just about steps off the motorcycle over there in turn number 2. Looks like he's riding a buck and bronco. He loses a lot of ground. Here comes Rodney Spencer Jr. now. Spencer picked up his first win of his career earlier this year. Also has had a great 2013 season. looking for the top 7 finishers. Bringing them off of 4, your leader still J.R. Addison, Bucyrus, Ohio, out front. 24F on the number plate. We met him earlier as your D-Mutter Clean 'em Up Award winner. Addison goes in at the bottom of the racetrack, drifts to the high side. Now a good battle for second place is now Ryan Wells comes up the inside. The better you finish, the better starting pick you'll have on the line. They are side by side going for the second place. Ryan Wells comes up the inside. Nick Armstrong's on the high side here. Heat race number 1 of the Pro Singles. Leaders over here in turn number 4. Bringing them off of 4. It's still J.R. Addison out front, showing the way. Shayna Texter back there trying to make sure she transfers directly to the main. As they go across the start-finish line, it's J.R. Addison now. Nick Armstrong, California rider, moves into the 2 spot. Ryan Wells 3rd. Rodney Spencer's in the 4 spot. Stephen Vandeker 5th. Shayna Texter 6th. James Monaco, another California rider's in the 7th. And final transfer spot. Good battle for second place. They are all trying to catch up to our leader, and look how far out front he is. It is J.R. Addison, 24F on the number plate. Wells in the 2 spot. Armstrong back here in 3rd. 4th is Rodney Spencer Jr. Shayna Texter moved her way up to the 5th spot. Vandeker slides back to 6th. 7th, that time by was James Monaco looking for the last direct transfer. 1st through 7th all go directly to the main. Leader is way out front. He'll pick up the 2 lap to go signal from our flagman. Just 2 more half miles for Addison. Wells, Armstrong, Rodney Spencer, side by side for Vandeker and Texter. And now the 7th finish, 7th place right now is where the battle is. That is Andrew Butler. He puts himself in a transfer spot. 34F takes over the 7th spot. That's the final transfer out of this heat race. Here's your leader way out front looking for the white flag. That doesn't mean surrender. That means 1 more lap to go, ladies and gentlemen. Way out front, J.R. Addison. Here is 2nd, Ryan Wells. 3rd, Armstrong. 4th, Rodney Spencer. 5th, Shayna Texter. Vandeker looks up the inside. 7th, still Butler. Last lap, 1/2 mile to go. Heat race number 1, J&P Cycles Pro Singles. Down the back straightaway to go. Leader's already in the middle of 3 and 4. He'll be looking for a heat race win and a trip to the podium to meet my partner, Barry Boone. Here is your winner. Your winner, 24F J.R. Addison. 2nd spot, Ryan Wells. Look at the battle for the 3rd spot. And we'll give you the top 7 in just a moment after everybody goes by, as it'll take a half a mile to get these riders back to. In 1/2 mile, the winner's going to meet my partner on the podium. I'm talking about the Ohio rider, 24F J.R. Addison taking the win. 2nd will go to 2nd place in the point standings, 94B Ryan Wells. 3rd spot, California rider, 44E Nick Armstrong. 4th, 74Z Rodney Spencer Jr. 5th, Shayna Texter goes to the main event. Last year's champion Stephen Vandeker comes in 6th, and your final transfer, the 34F, that is Andrew Butler. Those are your 7 transfers directly to the main. Everybody else comes back in 1 last chance qualifier. And now let's go trackside, ladies and gentlemen. Meet my partner again, Barry Boone.
This exciting young man beginning to make a name for himself in this sport. His best finish thus far in 2013 was an 8th in Peoria, but he was quick right off the truck tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for your first heat race winner of the night in J&P Cycles Pro Singles from Bucyrus, Ohio, number 24F, J.R. Addison. Wow, JR, you got this place figured out. It looks like you've on your way to the front row start in the main.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling good. I found the great line, getting good starts, so hopefully I can get another good start in the main and do the same thing.
Parkinson Brothers gave you a good piece here tonight.
Oh, it's a rocket ship.
You rode it well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your first heat race winner of the night, J.R. Addison from Bucyrus, Ohio.
Here is your starting lineup for our J&P Cycles Pro Singles Heat Race number 2.
On the pole, ladies and gentlemen, your Daytona Short Track winner from Twin Lake, Michigan, 77J, Kyle Johnson. In the number 2 starting spot from Brisbane, California, 66Y, Dominic Calendres. Starting in the 3rd spot from Meade, Washington, your points leader, 18M, Wyatt McGuire. In the 4th starting spot from Salinas, California, 30Z, that is Bronson Bauman. In the 5th starting spot from Lodi, California, 51Y, Nate Waite. And rounding out your front row from Stockton, California, 99Y, Ryan Kearns. In row number 2, 20M, Jacob Lehman. 54Z, Michael Inderbitzen. 26E, Dylan Morin. 17Y, Cole Crowley. 63M, Daniel Lowther. 37E, Lewis Foster. In row number 3, 49M, Dustin Pruzinski. 16M, Austin Helmholtz. 58Y, Robert Bacosa. And rounding out your field, 81Z, Sam Knox. Remember earlier, we already have eliminated part of the field. We are already down to the fastest 32 of tonight's pro singles. Top 7 finishers out of this one will go directly to the main. Everybody else comes back in a last chance qualifier. Hopefully you fans at home are enjoying the show. There's a camera up in the crow's nest. There's a camera down there on the start-finish line, and there's one up here in the announcer's booth. And I hope everybody's having a good time at home. Here we go, heat race number 2, pro singles. Brought to you by J&P Cycles. Top 7 to the main. Uh-oh. The light turned red. Light turned red. Line 2, 54Z. That is Inderbitzen. His wheel moved across the line. There are laser beams going across every one of those lines. If that laser beam is broken, that light will not change to green. It goes right back to red. On the computer it said row number 2, and they decided 54Z, Michael Inderbitzen, Modesto, California rider. He's going all the way to the penalty line. Here we go. Heat race number 2, pro singles. White is green, and they are off. 16 of them headed to the first turn. I believe it's Nate Wade out front. Here comes Bauman taking a look up the inside. Now Bauman slips back to the 3rd spot. Down the back straightaway they go. Remember our points leaders in this one. Keep your eyes out for 18M, Wyatt McGuire. I believe it's Nate Wade out front. He used to be national number 51. He's got 51Y on the number plate. Also keep your eyes out for Kyle Johnson. He's been fast since he unloaded from the truck. Here they come off of turn number 4. 16 pro singles headed down the front straightaway. It is Wade, Johnson, Bauman. Here comes the points leader making a move up to the 3rd spot. Now 4th, it's Nate Wade out front, Kyle Johnson, Bronson Bauman, Ryan Kearns. Kearns up to the 4th spot. Wyatt McGuire, your points leader, back there in the battle for 5th. That's not where he wants to be. 6th was Dominic Clindra. 7th was Dylan Morin. 26E right now is on our last transfer spot. 3 riders trying to battle for the lead. Here they come off of turn number 4. Beautiful racetrack we have here tonight. Final round, the flat track finals. It is Nate Wade, Bronson Bauman, Kyle Johnson, 1, 2, and 3. Now the 4th place rider starting to catch up to our leaders just a little bit. That is Wyatt McGuire now, your points leader in the 4th spot. Look at the battle for the lead. Down the back straightaway, here comes the 2nd place rider taking a sneak and a peek up the inside. I believe that is Kyle Johnson on the Kawasaki. Trying to move up to the lead. Now it's Bauman around the outside. The Honda tries the high side. 2nd place riders battling some suspension right there coming off of 4. Here they come. It's Bauman, Johnson, Wade, McGuire. Behind McGuire's Kearns. Top 4 breaking away in this one, ladies and gentlemen. It is Bauman. Salinas, California rider sneaking away just a little bit. Here he comes down the back straightaway. Kyle Johnson still in the 2nd spot. Nate Wade and Wyatt McGuire 3rd and 4th. Now McGuire believes in the 3rd spot. Top 7 finishers all go directly to the pro singles main event. Bauman's looking for a heat race win. Here he comes off the final turn. 30Z on the number plate. Bronson Bauman, Kyle Johnson, Wyatt McGuire, Nate Wade, Ryan Kearns to go deeper in the field. After Kearns was in the 5th spot, Jake Lehman right there in the 6th spot. Dominic Clindres now is in the 7th spot. Morin, Crowley, Lowther, Inderbitzen looking for a way through. Good race out front. We got a new leader. Kyle Johnson dives in deep into turn number 3. Michigan rider out front, 77J on the number plate respectively. Here he comes. It's Johnson, Bauman, McGuire back there in the 3rd spot. Good battle deep in the field. Top 3 breaking away just a little bit. Oh, one rider in about the 5th spot just about stepped off the motorcycle. They're stacking them up from about 4th, now 5th, 6th, and 7th, all in a tight battle. Johnson trying to break away from Bauman. California rider on the 30Z number plate. back in second, but it is Kyle Johnson now sneaking away, riding that Kawasaki, and he's out front. Bauman in second. McGuire in third. Nate Waite in the fourth spot. First through seventh all go directly to tonight's J&P Cycles Pro Singles main event. Everybody else comes back in that last chance qualifier. Down the backside they go. Leader sneaking away just a little bit. Here comes the battle for second. McGuire comes up the inside. Takes over the 2 spot away from Bronson Bauman. The further up you finish, the better starting spot you will have in that main event. Got some killer bugs up here in the announcer booth. I don't know what the heck that is, but he likes me. Out front. Still out front is Kyle Johnson. Shows the way as the white flag has been displayed now to the entire field. It is Johnson, Wyatt McGuire, Bronson Bauman. Look at the battle a little bit deeper in the field. Last lap, heat race number 2. Good battle from 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Actually, it's 5th, 6th, and 7th. Here they come to the checkered flag. Your winner is going to be Kyle Johnson, showing you can ride short track, he can ride half miles. McGuire, your points leader, comes in second. As they come to the finish line. Nobody giving it an inch. Your winner, 77J, Kyle Johnson on the Kawasaki. Second spot will be our points leader. So Wyatt McGuire now is in the main with Ryan Wells. 18M, Wyatt McGuire finishes second. 30Z, Bronson Bauman finishes third. 51Y, Nate Waite in the fourth spot. 20M, Jake Lehman finishes fifth. Ryan Kearns, sixth. Kearns is sixth. 66Y, Dominic Clindrus is seventh. So that was the top 7. Barry, we got some Speedway bikes coming up in just a moment. Take your time with this interview while they get the Speedway guys ready to go.
Check, check, check. It's plenty easy to talk to this young man. He started his season off on with a win at Daytona International Speedway on the short track in race number 1 for 2013. And he's proving how versatile he is tonight with a heat race win here on the half mile from Twin Lake, Michigan. Your winner, number 77J, Kyle Johnson. Nice job, Kyle. Way to go. You got out in front and just disappeared.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got a decent start, and I just kind of had to work my way around. Nate Waite got a great start, and Bronson was running good, up a little higher, and I just had to work my way through them, and it just feels great.
How do you think your chances are in the main? You'll be front row starting spot.
Oh, hopefully good. I mean, I need to get a good hole shot because JR's moving and just keep the momentum going.
One victory thus far in 2013. How would it feel to start and end the season with bookend wins?
Oh, it'd feel great to go out with something big and hopefully come back next year with something even better.
Nothing like momentum in the offseason, is there, to get set for 2014?
Oh, yeah, that definitely helps. Keeps you wanting to keep going forward.
I see you got your great Saddleman seat on here. I know there's some people you want to say thanks to.
Oh, yeah, I got to say thanks to Mike Rao for putting me on this bike, Mom and Dad, Grandma Grandpa for getting me here, X-Trim, DAO Apparel, Bugner Suspension, Service, Torque One, Bell Helmets, Saddleman Seats, and Answer.
Nice job. Congratulations. Kyle Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, J&P Cycles Pro Singles winner in heat race number 2. How about a big hand for him?
Thanks a lot, Barry. Good job down there. Coming up now, we got a special treat in addition to today's race. Not only are we seeing the J&P Cycles Pro Singles, the AMA Pro Grand National Flat Track Twins, but we've got some Speedway bikes on the long track, they call it. And here to call the Speedway bikes, I would like to say hi to Crazy Chris. He's got his own shirt, ladies and gentlemen. This guy's crazy. He's going to take over the reins for a moment as we get ready for Speedway bikes.
All right, thank you, Scotty. How are we doing tonight, Pomona? Let me hear ya. Are we ready for some Speedway? All right, this is a very exciting race for us. This is our super long track championship here at the AMA Flat Track Finals. We are so excited tonight. We have rider number 14. He's 54 years old from Ojai, California. He's the 1998 Arizona State champion and 2-time Victorville track champion and multi-captain of the U.S. touring team. It's number 14, Fast Eddie Castro. We've got from Long Beach, California, 26 years old. He was a 2004 under 21 national champion. Ladies and gentlemen, number 18, Justin Boyle, going to be out here. 20 years old from Corona, California. He is the 2013 AMA Long Track National Champion. He is a member of the 2013 USA World Cup team and the 2012 Under 21 National Champion, number 24, Gino G-Man Manzarez. We've got number 26 from Riverside, California, Tyson Talkington. We have got 21-year-old from Orange, California, number 66, Jason Ramirez coming out here. He was a member of the 2011 USA Under 21 team, and he is part of the Law Tigers racing team. And last but certainly not least, from Carlsbad, California, he was just crowned the 4-time U.S. national champion at Costa Mesa Speedway a week ago at their 1000th show. He is also 1996 world champion, the 1988 world team champion, the AMA 2012 Sportsman of the Year, and 5-time AMA U.S. national champion, Billy the Bullet Hamill in the number 104. So what we got here, we've got Justin Boyle out here. We're waiting for him. I see Tyson Talkington out there. Oh, they're going out back there. All right. I got to keep an eye on these guys. They got to get them all lined up here nice and straight. We got Justin Boyle on the outside. Next to him is Tyson Talkington.
Crazy Chris, where else do these guys race at when they're not on this super long track?
Man, they're racing Wednesday nights at Industry, Saturday nights at Costa Mesa, Friday nights at Pirate Speedway. This Friday night, if anybody wants to see more, it is the track championship at Pirate Speedway this coming Friday night at the Orange Show in San Bernardino. So everybody is lined up here. Castro, Boyle, Manzarez. Oh, we got a problem over here. We're trying to get a start over here, a rolling start for one of our guys. Justin Boyle's right on the outside. Next to him is Billy the Bullet Hamill.
These things have no brakes, is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. These bikes are made of frames, tires, a 500cc motor, a throttle clutch, but no brakes, and they're running on methanol fuel on this thing. And this is a very unusual race. These guys are usually going on a 16th to a quarter-mile oval track. This is crazy, them racing out here. That's why this is super long. These guys are getting ready. This is going to be a crazy race. Are we ready, Pomona? All right, here we go. It's time to get crazy. And they're off. Gino Manzarez getting a fresh start, but oh, Billy the Bullet Hamill coming straight out. Manzarez on the inside. Castro's running third right now. They are doing a great job right out here on the track. Let's make sure everybody's out here. No one's gotten lost yet on the track. Coming around turn number 4 right now. We have the man who says he's going to take it this year, Gino Manzarez in the lead. Billy the Bullet Hamill running second. Fast City Castro in third, followed by Tyson Talkington and Justin Boyle rounding out the turns right now. Gino Manzarez is sponsored by RF Racing, Hagen Shocks, Joker Machine, Coast Fabrications, Oakley Goggles, and the T-Rod Speed Shop. Billy Hamill, sponsored by Joker Machine, Hagen Shocks, Monster Energy, Coast Fabrications, Turco Oils, Oakley Goggles, and Arai Helmets. Look at that, Gino G-Man Manzarez. No one's going to catch up to him yet. Billy Hamill, second place. Castro running in third. Tyson Talkington running in fourth. Boyle running in fifth, and we are missing Ramirez. Ramirez is not out here. He's pulled out of the race, it appears. These guys are going incredible speeds. They're usually going about 50 to 80 miles an hour. Today they're going over 100, and your winner, Gino G-Man Manzarez. Billy the Bullet Hamill coming in second place, and the legendary Fast Eddie Castro coming in third. Tyson Talkington coming in fourth, and in this place is number 18, Justin Boyle. All right, let me hear you, Pomona. Did you enjoy that? Let me hear you. That was awesome, an awesome race. All right, let's continue on. I'm going to pass it off to Scotty. We got some more flat track racing coming up.
Thanks a lot, Crazy Chris, with the call up here on our Speedway bikes. It's pretty cool to see him out here on this super long track. It is pretty neat. So they'll take the Speedway bikes back to the pit area, possibly make some changes to those bikes, and they'll come out one more time for a qualifying heat race, and then they will have their main event later on in tonight's racing program. I would love to see the lap time because that leader was flying out there, Chris.
Oh, man, that was incredible. Like I said, I have never seen them going so fast on a track like this. This is just incredible. I am just thankful nobody got hurt on this one. But we've still got 2 more heats coming up, 2 more races tonight. It is just going to get wilder and crazier. Like I said, these guys are racing with no brakes on these bikes, and they're just kicking it. They had to modify the engines, add some special sprockets to it. So they've done a lot of modifications, and you're right, they will be doing a lot of changes in the pits during this break they have.
We'll see them again in just a little bit. I think they might be taking I don't know if that's the winner going to the victory podium or not, but we're just about ready for the Grand National Expert Twins, ladies and gentlemen. That's coming up next. As soon as they tell me they're ready to go, we'll turn them loose. Don't forget, souvenir T-shirts are on sale underneath the grandstands. They're actually right out front of the grandstands. Souvenir programs, get them while you can. After tonight's 25-lap Grand National, you can meet the stars of tonight's show. It is time for the experts.
Let's meet the riders in our expert heat race number 1.
On the pole, ladies and gentlemen, from Eatonville, Washington, looking to become the 3rd youngest AMA Grand National champion, your points leader, number 12, the Bullet, Brad Baker. Starting in the 2 spot from Graham, Washington, rider number 7, Slammin' Sammy Halbert. From Philpott, Kentucky, number 95, that is J.D. Beach. In the 4th starting spot from Acampo, California, on the Factory Triumph team, number 91, Mikey Martin. In the 5th starting spot from Godfrey, Illinois, one of the FBI, the Fast Boys from Illinois, on the Kiso Racing entry, number 23, Jeffrey Carver Jr. From Morton, Illinois, in the 6th starting spot on the front row, on the Weerbach Racing entry, number 27, Robbie Pearson. In row number 2, national number 51 from Grand Blanc, Michigan, number 51, Steve Murray. The Fresno Flyer currently starting in the 8th starting spot from Fresno, California, 26, Brandon Bergen. And rounding out your field, a brand new national number rider this year, number 21 from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, that is Duke Erickson. That is your starting lineup, expert heat race number 1. In this one, 1st and 2nd will all go direct. 1st and 2nd go directly to the Dash for Cash. 1, 2, 3, and 4 will go directly to tonight's main event. Everybody else comes back in one semifinal here at the Flat Track Finals. Your points leaders out there on the pole. You know how important it is to get into that Dash for Cash, so Baker needs to finish 1st or 2nd in this one, because in that dash you do earn points. 5 points for 1st, 4 for 2nd, 3 for 3rd, 2 for 4th, 1 point for 5th, and here we go. Experts on the racetrack. 10-second board is already down. They're putting the bikes into gear. Here we go. Grand National Experts, your point leader is on the pole. Light is green and they are off. Clutches come out. There goes Robbie Pearson. National number 27 is going to lead them into one. Look how deep they're going, deep in the field. The Bullet, Brad Baker's in the 2 spot. Sammy Halbert all over the motorcycle back here in 3rd. Here comes the points leader. Now he checks up a little bit. It is Pearson, Baker, Halbert. Look at the rider back there in the 4th spot, possibly J.D. Beach. He goes to the inside. Baker goes to the outside. We're looking for a new leader. Here comes your points leader around the outside. The Bullet will lead lap number 1 here at the Flat Track Finals heat race number 1. It's Baker, Pearson, Jiggy Dog. J.D. Beach is on the move on the number 95 Kawasaki. Now Sammy Halbert's high, wide, and handsome out here in turns number 1 and 2. He ducks down to the bottom of the racetrack. Halbert looking for some traction. Down the back straightaway, it is the Bullet, Brad Baker. He is on a mission, ladies and gentlemen. He has an 11-point lead. Here comes J.D. Beach up the inside, takes over the 2nd spot, and he is flying on the T.J. Burnett Farms Kawasaki. And those things exchange just as quick as I said it. Now J.D. slides back a little bit. Pearson comes through. Pearson made the move in 4 as J.D. Beach made the move in 3. Dove in deep, slipped wide. Good battle for 2nd as Brad Baker's pulled out to an 0.8 of a second lead down the back straightaway. Pearson in the 2 spot. Sammy Halbert in 3rd. J.D. Beach back there in 4th. Out front we got Harley. It's the Bullet, Brad Baker on the Dodge Brothers Harley-Davidson. He'll bring him up at turn number 4. Look at the battle for 2nd place. Halbert looks like he's on a bucking Bronco. It's Halbert on the 7, Pearson on the 27, J.D. Beach on the 95. Jeff Carver now's up to the 4th spot. He's wanting some more. Look how high they are going down here in turns 2, 1, and 2. Halbert takes over the 2 spot. Now slide Pearson back to 3rd. J.D. Beach is now in the 4th spot. Our leader has checked out, ladies and gentlemen. He's looking for a win. He wants to be in that dash for cash. I'm talking about the Bullet. Brad Baker, Eatonville, Washington rider. On cruise control out front. Second now is Halbert. Pearson settled into the third spot. JD Beach is in the fourth spot, diving in deep. They're getting higher and higher in these corners. JD Beach is hanging off the left side of it, almost like he's on a road race. They're looking for some traction. Down the back straightaway. Last time by, Baker's lead was 1.9 seconds. Tell me he is not hungry for that championship. Is Brad Baker out front, national number 12. Former Rookie of the Year, former Pro Singles champion. Looking for his first ever AMA Grand National Championship. 20 years old. Sammy Halbert in the 2 spot. Bugs Pearson back there in third on the number 27 bike. JD Beach still in fourth. Jeff Carver, Mikey Martin, Steve Murray, Brandon Bergen, and Duke Erickson round out your field. Heat race number 1 of the Grand National experts. Here they come back towards the start-finish line. Baker way out front. Dodge Brothers Harley. Sammy Halbert on the Southeast Harley-Davidson number 7. Pearson sitting in the third spot. JD Beach dives in deep up the inside. Now Carver starting to show a little bit of muscle. He's catching up to the third and fourth place riders. Top 4 all going to the main. First and second only, though, will go to that dash for cash. And that will help determine the championship here tonight. 2 Grand National champions will be crowned at the end of the night. Also a Twins champion. An expert singles champion has already been crowned. Baker won that earlier at Springfield. Actually at Peoria. Baker out front. Sammy Halbert in the 2 spot. Pearson sitting comfortably in third. JD Beach looking for a way around. Jeff Carver starting to track him down. Carver back there in the 5th spot. He's the odd man out right now on the Kiso Racing entry. Bringing him off the final turn. Here's the Bullet. Brad Baker out front. 2 laps to go. Baker's got 2. Halbert's got 2 laps left. Pearson and Beach. Beach back there in the 4 spot trying to hang on to the last transfer. Leader way out front, last time by 3.04 seconds. The last lap for our leader, 3:0.585. His best lap was 3:0.143. Here he comes to the Y flag, your points leader. It is still Baker out front. Second is Sammy Halbert. Third, Robbie Pearson. Fourth, JD Beach. Fifth, Carver. Sixth, Mikey Martin on the factory triumph. 1 less than a half a mile to go for your leader. Half of a half mile, that makes sense. That'd be a quarter mile. Here they come. Leader already bringing them off of 4, ladies and gentlemen. Dan Argano pulls out the checkered flag. There's your points leader, and he's going to the dash for cash. Baker takes the win. Halbert in the 2 spot. Pearson third, JD Beach fourth. Carver in the 5th spot. I'll give you the rundown again when things quiet down just a little bit, but your points leader is now in the dash for cash and also in tonight's main event. Duke Erickson on the 21 bike, the last bike across the start-finish line on his Harley. So here we go. Your winner, Brad Baker, and he won by 3.9 seconds. Second, also going to the dash, is the 7, Sammy Halbert. Third spot, Robbie Pearson. He goes to the main. Fourth, 95, JD Beach on the Kawasaki. He also goes to the main event. Jeff Carver, Mikey Martin, Steve Murray, Brandon Bergen, and Duke Erickson will all be semifinal bound. And now we'll go to the victory podium and the Bullet, Brad Baker.
He is got a big old smile on his face. This beautiful motorcycle, this Dodge Brothers XR 750. Fans, I know a lot of you saw this during Open Paddock. Tonight, after the expert main, the paddock will be open again. Take a look at this immaculately prepared machine. Hello, Cup. Dodge Brothers in the house here tonight. This is your point leader, ladies and gentlemen. He finished second here at Pomona last year, so he does well here. He won at Hagerstown, Maryland, in the middle part of the season on the half mile there. And right now, he has won his heat, front row of the main and the dash for cash. Give it up for the Bullet, Brad Baker. Wow, Bullet, that's a good way to start your evening.
Oh yeah, for sure. This track is a blast right now. I'll tell you what, Dave Atherton, Kevin, myself, Mike Bogner, heck, we got this thing Dave got it running strong. Mike had an excellent set of suspension, and Kevin and I got it dialed in. So it's hooking up, it's turning, and I'm able to run it in really deep, get the thing turned. I mean, I'm getting inside of my leg just from my own front wheel. I mean, it's a blast. But you know, hopefully we can just keep it up. You know, spank these guys in the main event like we did in the heat race. That's the plan. But these guys are going to be fast, and I'm just going to keep on top of my game and see how this night plays out.
You're so young to be so composed. You seem to have all the confidence in the world coming into this final race.
You know, this whole year, you know, it's something you got to have confidence behind you. And, you know, there's a bunch of great riders out here. But this package that we got right here, it's working excellent. I love Pomona, and it's shaping up to be right up my alley. Just in that first heat race, the cushion started to get blown up the racetrack a ways. But I was still able to get it turned, get it hooked up, and you know, I was coming off the bottom of the turns where some people haven't even gone before, and other times I can leave it up wide and keep it on the throttle. Either way, it's working and having fun.
Congratulations on a big-time win here. Good luck in the dash in the main.
Thank you. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Thank you very much for coming out.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the fastest rising stars in our sport, Brad the Bullet Baker.
Here is your starting lineup for expert heat race number 2.
On the pole, ladies and gentlemen, second in the point standings from Flint, Michigan, number 42, Brian Smith. From Coatesville, Pennsylvania, starting in the number 2 spot, number 5, Jake Johnson. Also from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, his brother-in-law, number 10, on the Factory Triumph latest motors racing entry, number 10, Johnny Lewis. In the 4th starting spot from Oxford, Pennsylvania, 44, Brandon Robinson, currently 3rd in the point standings. 5th starting spot on the front row from Clio, Michigan, number 1, last year's Grand National Champion, the Jammer, Jared Meese. And last rider on the front row from Salinas, California, number 80, Stevie Bonzi. On row number 2, national number 98, Cale Kochman, Ventura, California. 68 from Cedar, Minnesota, that's Josh Cook. And rounding out your field from Lodi, California, 51Z, Sean Raggio. Just like the last heat race, top 2 will all go to the dash. Top 4 will all go directly to the main event. Barry Boone, I need you to check your cell phone for me. They're lining them up right now. Currently 11 points behind Brad Baker is the 42, Brian Smith. 15 points behind our points leader is the 44, Brandon Robinson. They're all staging up right now to the front row. Robinson on the TJ Burnett Farms Kawasaki. Brian Smith on the Crosley Radio Howerton Motorsports Kawasaki. Smith on the outside. He can pick inside or outside of the front row. And Smith has picked the outside. Track's clear. Brian Smith says, hold up a second. Staging them up right now. Pomona Flat Track Finals 2013. Heat race number 2 on the line. Top 4 going to the main. Top 2 to the dash for cash. 10-second board is down. First yellow light is on for you fans at home. Second yellow light is on. It is green. They are off. Clutches come out. Meese up the inside. Smith goes around the outside. Meese says, I'll take it. Now somebody coming from the back row is coming up the inside. Who's that going to be? Down the back straight they go. Things changing in a hurry. Smith leaves the throttle on around the outside. Smith up to the 2 spot. He's looking for some more. Smith dives up the inside. He wants a championship, and you can see it. Smith takes it to the head of the class, 42. Now he goes up to the air fence. The long way around the Pomona half mile. Here they come. Smith is all kinds of sideways. It is Meese and Smith. Look at Smith. Smith showing the muscle. Making the move by one of his best friends, the Jammer, Jared Meese. 3rd spot right now is the Factory Triumph. That's Johnny Lewis on the number 10 bike. He came from deep in the field. He's all the way up to 3rd. He wants some more. 4th was Robinson as they went across the stripe. Jake Johnson back there in the 5th spot. Here comes Johnny Lewis. One bike going to the infield. That is the 68, Josh Cook. His heat race comes up a little bit short. Bringing him off of 4. Smith way on the outside. Now Smith looks like he's slowing down. Smith having problems on the Crosley Radio Kawasaki. That might be it. The nail in the coffin. Smith drops way back in the field. Down the back straightaway, it is the 10, Johnny Lewis, and the number 1, Jared Meese. Johnny Lewis looking to become the first winner on a Triumph in quite some time, and he is out front. Smith having problems with the Crosley Radio Kawasaki. Looked like he was way under power as he came off with 4. Here comes JL10 out front. Look at him go. Johnny Lewis, Jared Meese, Brandon Robinson. Behind that is Jake Johnson right now. One rider drops to the bottom of the racetrack, the rest of them trying the high line. As they went across the start-finish line, Brian Smith way back in the 7th spot. If he wants to make the direct transfer, he's got to pick up 3 more spots. If he wants to make the dash, he's got to pick up a lot. Keep your eyes on the 42. Maybe he can get that Kawasaki running right. Something happened off of turn before just a couple of laps ago. Johnny Lewis leads them. Number 10, Meese in the 2 spot. Robinson back there in 3rd. That is Brandon Robinson trying the low line. Jake Johnson takes the Ducati to the high line. Back there in 4th now. Smith is on the move. Trying to come through the pack. Down the back straightaway goes Johnny Lewis.
And luckily, I was able to win it, so I'm happy.
That was an amazing ride, Brian. You're a front row in the main. You and Baker are both lined up for tonight's dash. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a showdown, man. It's gonna be fun.
Oh man, we all can't wait. Great ride for a great bike, great team.
Thanks a lot. I got to thank Crosley Radio and Howerton Motorsports for giving me the best bike here. And as long as we got a little bit of luck on our side in the final, we'll be right there.
It's going to take some luck, and it's going to take a good man twisting the throttle, and they both got one. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for national number 42. Make some noise for the Piper, Brian Smith. Wow, Scotty, I tell you what, we have got ourselves a showdown here tonight. 11 points difference. No advantage for anybody yet after the heat races.
Let's make the field for our starting lineup expert, heat race number 3.
On the pole, ladies and gentlemen, from Salinas, California, number 14, Briar Bauman. In the number 2 starting spot on the factory Harley-Davidson from Morris, Connecticut, number 2, last year's winner, Kenny Coolbeth Jr. From Clio, Michigan, the racing lady, number 15, Nicole Meese. Starting in the 4th starting spot from Westerlo, New York on the Kawasaki, number 20, Matt Weidman. From Peoria, Illinois, number 61, they call him D-Rod, that is Dustin Crow. And the last rider on the front row from Wynn, Michigan, number 17, Hammer and Hank, Henry Wiles. On row number 2, 94B, Ryan Wells. 48X, Sam Lowe. 42K, that is Clint Erickson. This is the final qualifying heat race of tonight's flat track finals. Top 2 to the dash. Top 4 all go directly to tonight's AMA Pro Grand National Main Event. Keep your eyes on the 14. He is exciting. I'm talking about Briar Bauman. They're staged up and ready to go. Bauman has the outside pick. We met him earlier as last year's Saddlemen Seats and Saddlebags Rookie of the Year. See if he can put it in the dash and put it in the main. Watching for the green light. Here we go. Light is green and they are off. From the 2 starting spot, it is the number 2. Henry Wiles having problems going through the gears on his XR 750. He's deep in the pack. Coolbeth leaves the throttle on longer off of turn number 2. He'll take him down the back straightaway. It is Coolbeth. I believe that's Bauman slipping into the 2 spot. Shout out going out to Leisha and Jamie listening in at home at Flat Track. AMA Pro Live, I should say. AMA Pro Live listening back home. We'd like to say hi. Wish you guys were out here. Coolbeth leads him off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Bauman in the 2 spot. Weidman up to 3rd. Nicole Meese now in the 4 spot. She's got some fast company behind her. One rider going up there checking out the air fence. Uh-oh, another rider just about steps off deeper in the field. Somehow gets it pointed the right direction. He grabs a handful. Down the backside they go. It is the king of cool out front. Factory Harley-Davidson rider number 2, Kenny Coolbeth Jr. Briar Bauman right there in the 2 spot. Top 2 to the dash, top 4 to the main. Coolbeth, Bauman off of 4, Weidman, Nicole Meese, and Dustin Crow. Crow looks up the inside on the number 61 Harley, and he goes inside the Global Products Black Hills Harley-Davidson number 15 bike. Nicole slides back to the 5th spot. She grabs a handful down the back straightaway. That's the best race on the track. Here comes Nicole up the inside of Dustin Crow. I'm talking about the battle for 4th. It's a shut-off contest. Nicole dives in deep. That'll push the 61 up there high. They are still side by side for the 4th spot. They know how important it is to go directly out of the heat race. Way out front, Kenny Coolbeth. 2nd is Bauman on the Suzuki SB1000. 3rd is Matt Weidman. 4th is the best race on the track. It's Cheza. Actually, now it's Nicole Meese, I should say. I keep messing up on that one. Nicole got married at Springfield to Jared Meese, so Nicole Meese back there now in the 5th spot. She is trying to pass Dustin Crow again. Here they come off of 4. It's Kenny Coolbeth. Bauman pulls the front wheel, trying to get all the traction he can. There is Weidman in the 3rd spot. Dustin Crow now in 4th. Nicole Meese back there in 5th. Henry Wiles, who had a terrible start, has worked his way up to the 6th spot, trying to get to the head of the class, as he knows laps are already winding down in this one. Down the back straightaway, Kenny Coolbeth definitely has this place figured out. He won here last year. He wants to do it again for the factory Harley-Davidson team. Come to the start-finish line halfway. Flags are in the air. For the 2 bike, Kenny Coolbeth, Bauman on the 14. Weidman and Dustin Crow now settled into the 4 spot. Nicole Meese back there at 5th. Henry Wiles trying every different line he can. Hopefully he can find something before tonight's semifinal. Leader down here off of turn number 4, Kenny Coolbeth. Bringing him back this direction. Number 2 on the number plate, factory Harley-Davidson rider. There's the 14, Briar Bauman, the youngster, trying to go to the main. Also to the dash, Weidman, part-time racer here this year, number 20, back there in 3rd. 4th right now is Dustin Crow. Nicole Meese, the odd rider out. She's looking to catch up, but she's got Henry Wiles tracking her down now. I'm talking about the battle for 5th and 6th. Also a shout out to Terry and Melanie Reimer back there at Black Hills Harley-Davidson. They're listening in. Their rider out there on the racetrack right now. Beautiful night of racing. It's a little bit cool outside. Now the brake road is starting to glow on the number 2 bike. That's no harm, no foul. That is how Kenny Coolbeth gets around the half miles especially. Drags that back brake a little bit. Some people think it's his form of traction control. It also keeps that suspension from going up and down. One rider pulls off of the racetrack over here coming off of 4. His heat race ends early. Coolbeth way out front, 2 laps to go. Bauman in the 2 spot. 3rd is Weidman. 4th, Dustin Crow. Henry Wiles now made the move up to the 5th spot. Nicole Meese in 6th. Sam Lowe across the start-finish line. And there is Ryan Wells also across the start-finish line. Next time by, the white flag's gonna fly for the big number 2, factory Harley-Davidson rider. Kenny Coolbeth picks up the white flag. 1 more half mile to go for Coolbeth. 2nd is Bauman. Going to be in the dash on that Suzuki. Weidman in 3rd. Dustin Crow in 4th. He'll be in a transfer if he can hang on for 1 half mile. Coolbeth definitely has Pomona figured out. He won here last year by a big margin. Looks like about this big of a margin what he's got right now, and this is only the heat race. Your winner, Kenny Coolbeth Jr. 2nd, 14, Briar Bauman going to the dash for cash and the main. Weidman in the 3rd spot. Dustin Crow 4th. Henry Wiles 5th. Nicole Meese back there in the 6th spot. Here comes the rest of the field. That'll be Sam Lowe on the 48X and Flying Ryan Wells 94B on the Waters Auto Body KTM. So that was heat race number 3, the last qualifying heat race of the day. Speedway box will be coming up in just a moment. We got Crazy Chris standing by, but Barry Boone, the factory Harley rider, he wants to win.
Yeah, you know what he does, and Scotty, he's been really good on the miles this year. He had a 5th at Colonial Downs. He had a 4th at Springfield. Of course, he's the 2012 Pomona Flat Track Finals winner, and he's looking to win one here tonight. He's front row of the main in the dash for cash on this beautiful 110th anniversary paint package XR 750 for the Harley-Davidson factory. Ladies and gentlemen, your heat race winner, the King of Cool, Kenny Coolbeth Jr. Kenny, great job. You got out front. It looks like you worked out all the frustrations you might have ever had.
Yeah, you know, it's we got it working good right now. In practice, we were kind of struggling, but now it's good. You know, I feel good, and just get a good start and do what we did last year.
I know you're hoping that was fast heat, so you get lane choice here for the main.
Here really doesn't matter. I'd like to be up a little high, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to get it on regardless.
Well, good luck to you, ladies and gentlemen. How about we send this guy off to the dash for cash in Pomona style as only you can do. Give it up for national number 2, Kenny Coolbeth.